kind of started thinking about Beauty Kitchen back in 2010. It's quite a similar story that I'm sure, lots of people have. We were in full-time work. We wanted to do something that was our own. I kind of describe myself as a failed chemist. I moved into HR, and fortunately, I was head of HR for Avon Cosmetics, which looked after Western Europe. And I also worked for a couple of other big companies like Nestle and Microsoft. And I've also worked for some small growing companies as well. But I always wanted to do something on my own. The great thing about working, which again I'm sure other people have said within the corporate world, is that you get an understanding of how functions and an actual business, is put together. And at the end of the day, when you start something yourself, you want it to grow. And sometimes you want it to scale and get it to be, big. My dream has always been to get to the stage that Body Shop and Lush, which are my two heroes, have got to. But you've got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
So Beauty Kitchen is around, for us, sustainable beauty. So it's around effective, natural and sustainable beauty products. What we mean by that is we don't just look at the ingredients. We also look at the packaging, our supply chain, and actually how we run our business sustainably. Because sustainability is my, dream word. I adore it in whatever format it comes in.
So let's start by looking at your sales model. And I know that you work with retailers and quite a few of them. So when you set up Beauty Kitchen, why did you decide to work with retailers as part of your sales model?
So we looked at a variety of different ways of selling. So we had a small shop in Glasgow, which was the original Beauty Kitchen. So that was a retail direct to consumer. We also looked at wholesale to beauty salons. We also looked at direct selling, so going to people's houses or places of work and generating it that way. And then we also looked at traditional retailers. We had our own website at that time, which was, very clunky. So we tried to look at everything and in our own little analytical way, looked at each of the business models and then thought, how can we get to where we want to be in the most efficient, effective, sustainable way, really? And those three words, just always are part of what we do. And really, if you want to make, in my head, we wanted to make a big difference within sustainable beauty. And we knew that as a small independent, if we wanted to be self-funded, which is where we started and we still are, we didn't have a huge amount of cash. So we had to use other retailers or distribution channels to be able to get that message out there quicker. And what I've done here is I've kind of given a little example, if you can see this.
Yes.
It's that we would almost ask the measurement to this level of detail, ask the measurements of each of the different shelves. So if a retailer has 800 stores, the stores will be different sizes in different locations. Getting that store listing and then understanding the shelf size. Generally speaking, it can be anywhere from 70 centimetres to a metre and a metre and a half. And if you then understand the different shelf sizes, you can then put together what you think your products and which products should go into that shelf.